guys, what's up? Retro Mikey78 here with Foofan48, and that gives us a one up today. I was dying to do that. I know I was. Here today we're at Foofan48's house. He let me come over to his game room because he has more stuff than what I do to really show off. I kind of brought a laundry basket of stuff, but my pickups are little. But I'm going to show you just a glimpse of stuff that I decided to downsize for next year's GameCon. I've decided to kill my eBay site. I've taken everything off. And I'm no longer going to sell on eBay. Everything next year will go to Mo GameCon. I am definitely going to be a vendor. With something else coming up in the future.
We're both going to be.
Yeah. Sorry, we're both going to be vendors, but we're going to see. I'm going to get a sponsored vendor table, and we're going to see. I might end up getting a bigger table than what you're thinking already. I've already been talking about that.
Okay. Oh, it's a flip top.
I'm an idiot, folks. Thirsty. We had to shoot this once. For some reason, the mic messed up. I bought a new mic, and oh well. But, all right. I'll let you start off since you got more.
Yeah, so Mike had alluded to this in past videos that things in our area are, it's very difficult. Things are drying up, and what's there, there's a lot of competition. So there's people that do this full time. We are, Mike's much better than even me, but I'm finding that the same couple of people are always beating me. And I've been texting him like all caps. It was one day, I'm not going to get into it, but it was a rough day. I missed out on things by, minutes. And it was the same person each time. So I've had to use Craigslist, Mercari, eBay, and Letgo. So we're going to start with a Mercari deal. I got a Dreamcast racing wheel, and that's, it was a good price, and I got a couple of Dreamcast games to go with that I'm not going to get out. But and then I got this for the Classic. It's an 8-bit DOE wireless transmitter for, you can use your PS3 or PS4 controller with your Classic. So those are just two small things that I got off Mercari, and this was on eBay real cheap.
Yeah, well, once he mods his Classic, I'm going to have him mod mine, because I'm not good at that modding. I tried modding a NES Classic and bricked it somehow.
Yeah, the Classic is up there. I think that it's out of frame. There's a shelf above this one, and I haven't opened mine yet, but we'll get into it some other day, one weekend when I have time.
When he gets that done, though, I'll end up getting me one of those because I like my PS4 controllers.
Yeah, the wired part of the Classic is what really kind of turned me off. So. All
right, well, I'll go with what I got right here, real small. You guys seen that game room tour videos I put out? The two of them, part 1, part 2. Well, this is actually off of part 2 with Cecil brought these over. He was carrying a bag with him. These are off his personal collection. He decided just to gift them to me because they've been hauled around for years. So I was excited. 2 of them I already own. So they're going to go into my vendor stock for next year's Mo GameCon because I'm going to show you guys this. Since I did have a lot of pickups, I brought over stuff that he hadn't seen yet. And I am going to do a vendor table next year. So instead of selling off all my stuff, I'm just going to kind of collect stuff for a year, see what I have, and that's what I'm going to take to GameCon. But anyways, he brought over SimCity. It's a cheap game. It's an awesome game, but you find this everywhere. It's common as it gets. And he gave me a Mario All-Stars. It's got some paint on the back of it, and it's a little yellowed and dirty. You can tell it's been played, but I will clean it up, and, I get $10, $15 out of this all day, no problem. Then these next 2 games I don't have. The first one was Zoo. Now, you said this was a really fun game.
Yeah, it is fun. I played it back in the day. It's been a while, but I remember being fun.
I know it's not an expensive game, so I'm happy, thankful, really grateful for Cecil for doing this, so I'm going to add it to my collection. This next one, I'm not a huge Kirby fan. And I opened the bag and it had Kirby Superstars, where it says it's 8 games in 1. And I looked this, I didn't even know what it was worth. I looked this up on Price Chart. And I was like, whoa, this is $35. I'm like, yeah, it's got whatever the one had. It's got like paint on it or something, or paint that's splattered on it. But other than that, it's got a little bit of things I can clean it. It's in nice condition. I might try getting that off, might not. But I mean, for this to be a great game, I'm happy to be,
nice little birthday present.
Yeah, he gave it to me on my birthday, but
you weren't expecting it, and
he had said something about bringing something over, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. So, do we want to get into the trading games? I'm done.
Okay. So this was do mine first.
Well, I'll get it. We went to Jason's store.
Right.
He'll get into more of that. Jason let us go into the back of his awesome store, and in one of the rooms he called like the vault or something. He's got all of this odds and end things.
No, that was the overflow.
Or the overflow.
The vault's where he keeps his.
That's his collection.
His collection, and then some other stuff for sale. But his collection is inside a vault, then a cage inside the vault.
It's very, very awesome. So he was nice enough to bring us to these two rooms, and in the mix of all of this overflow of cases and loose things, I see a Guardian Heroes for Saturn, just the back art, and we worked out a deal. He didn't beat me up over it, which he could have. I mean, it's crazy to think what this piece of paper is worth, but I'm glad to have it. He made me a deal, and
it was an awesome deal.
Yeah, it was. And so then Mike...
I went down there. I wanted to talk with Jason, do some other things like that. But I went down there mainly because I saw a game on his website that I didn't have for the GameCube collection. I was like, oh, well, I'm going down there to chat with him. I'm going to pick this up. Then when I got down there, I was like, wait a minute. Why is it in this little thing? This was the oddest story, and I've been looking it up all week. I've not found out why, and I'm still going to do more research, but Pac-Man Versus for the GameCube was only released in this sleeve. And it is a retail copy because it has a barcode. It wasn't a packet.
But he said there was a dual disc that was also in...
There's two games that this is also with. There's a combo pack of Pac-Man Versus with Pac-Man World 2, which I own that already. Then there is R Racing Evolution, and it has this packed in with it. Not like a sleeve, but it's a dual disc and has...
Right.
So I've got both those games, and I meant to bring them to show them off, but I forgot. And, I was excited to get this. It's sealed, factory sealed still, so...
It has a barcode.
I'm definitely just going to put this on a shelf for display and not open it, because if I need it, I got it on two other combo packs. So this was an awesome, awesome deal, folks. Then while I was there, I picked up a sun-faded copy of WTA Tour Tennis, another GameCube game I was missing. I'm not worried about the sun-faded part because it's a game that I paid $3 for, and I'm really not concerned with it. It's just something I needed for the collection. It was complete. He didn't have it in the GameCube case, but he was nice enough to me, as much as I can promote his store. And I go down there. I've become real good friends and talk with him a lot. So he went back and he got me a GameCube case, even though it has an NFL sticker on it. I need to remove. Someday I will. I'll clean it up. But it was nice to do that. But I've got these two awesome games, and it added to my GameCube collection. I'm now at 77. I love to do that count. So I'm step by step. I will get there.
Chipping away.
Yep.
So I mentioned Let Go. Let Go has been kind of good lately, and
I've actually never used Let Go.
Yeah, I used to hate it, and I still don't like their. I don't like the layout of the site. And if you go on it, it's not like other sites. The way you click on things and do stuff, it's not the same as other sites, and then you end up going to another listing. It's not the greatest intuitive site, but then people used to never respond. But I've been getting some good deals. So there was a lady on there. I messaged her. She responded right away. So initially, this was the game I was after. Was Raiden Trad. She said it was complete. We worked out a deal for $15. Okay.
That's a shooter?
So once I got there, she was messaging me, and then she had said, "Are you interested in any of the other games?" And I said, "What other games?" And she said, "Well, I'll bring them out." So
awesome.
So-
I'm definitely going to borrow this before
Yeah,
before anything and sell it.
so she brings that one out, and then she's got these right here.
Right.
So in addition to that, there was a mint, never played, I don't think, copy of Tecmo NBA basketball. And then this was Gradius 3, which has got a bend in the box, but it's still these
It's a nice
Yeah,
B
these
grade. I mean, there's
cards-
no creases on the side.
carts are too. There's no yellowing. Then there was Monopoly, which was no big deal. But then the two big ones, which did you snag that one?
No.
I'm not.
It's right there in front of you, isn't it? Contra 3 right there.
Right here. Yes. Okay. So these are the two that
Blaming
she knew.
me for
Yeah.
snagging.
These are the two that she knew was worth a lot of money. Contra 3 in basically mint condition.
And folks, I'm going to tell you right now, this thing, I've been whining over this for a
I
week
know.
since he had it. I've got one where the label's all ruined, all messed up.
Well, so then she had Zelda with a very, very good, about a B+ manual, and then a mint Zelda, Link to the Past. So we settled, she was throwing out numbers like crazy, just kind of going 70, 60, 50, you know. We settled on 60. So not that bad of a deal for 5 games with boxes and manuals and some of these, and you know. So that was the first transaction. Then she had let it slip that she had some other stuff, but we'll get into that after Mike does one, because that was another separate transaction that took about 3 days to complete. Oh, I keep forgetting.
I'm over here in the camera. He doesn't even know. I'm over here.
Yeah, I thought there was 5 games, 6. Gonna have a string on it. He's gonna pull it out of my hand.
I really, really want that copy. All right, my next game is a cheap game. It's just another GameCube game. You know, I'd already counted this before Mo GameCon, but it took forever to get here.
That's Mercari.
Yep.
That's Mercari.
Paid $6, free shipping, so I thought it was a good deal.
And you are streaming that on Saturday.
No, I am not going to stream this on Saturday. No.
No, come on.
This Saturday I will be streaming Turtles in Time Reshell.
Man.
And right now my wife said she's not playing, so right now it'll just be me. Unless somebody else decides to come over. Hello Kitty roller coaster though, Roller Rescue. It looks like it's a platforming game. I don't know, it could be good, it could be bad, but we'll see. I just really needed it.
Yeah, you had to get it.
And I've only got one more actual pickup before I get into the other stuff.
So she had let it slip that she had a Super NES and a GameCube, but there was no controllers for the GameCube or games, but just the hookups in the system. And the Super Nintendo had 2 controllers, and then she listed some games. So she wanted like 145. I'm like, look, I can't. My dog is my poodle's interfering here. So we kind of went back and forth. Eventually we settled on 100. She was kind of going through some things. She thought she might get evicted. So I gave her 100. So what that came with was a literally, I mean, it's hard to find a flaw on this.
The only thing I see on this, because I was looking this over, is the sticker right here is starting to come off. Other than that, there's no yellowing.
There's a tad bit maybe of yellowing that you could possibly...
Oh, right here.
Maybe on the...
Right
that's
on the,
common.
That's... Yeah, no, actually, that was the way the controller port came. It was a different color, actually, because it's a different material.
Okay. So that's normal.
Yes. I mean, other than that, there's a scuff mark here and here, but that... I mean, this is as close to as mint and perfect as you get.
So then the games were kind of hit and miss. And then these were yellow. Now, I've told Mike, I can get yellow out. I have...
The problem with getting the yellow out, though, on a cartridge is you worry about sun fading the label.
It's true, yes. And also, when you cover it in plastic, if you have a fold in your cellophane,
it'll show.
Then you'll have a different color. It'll be gray, but it'll be a lighter gray or whatever. And then once you have that, that's hard to get out from what I've found.
Honestly, on games like these, unless it was a $200 game, whatever, it's almost not worth doing. Just sell them like this.
Well, and in the games, like I said, some are good or bad. I got Super Mario World, Bubsy 2, which again, these are really good.
That? This is that game I had to send back. I didn't get to try that month in Retro Rec Room.
The Sega Genesis one.
Yeah, I've really, really got to try this game. I just curious of what I passed up.
Regular Street Fighter 2, which is it's always good, but it's not as good as Turbo. Super Mario All Stars in mint condition. Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island was not listed, which was a bonus. I'm in the car, and so this really helped out for. And then Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart. So what I'm going to do with all this, I have not decided. But, I've got $160 invested in...
Yeah, yours looks a lot better than mine.
On here. So here's the GameCube, and I don't have the plugs are off somewhere. But, other than the fingerprints, there's a couple of hairline. But we're talking, other than the fingerprints, there's not a flaw or a scuff on this thing. So...
Did you check it and see if it works?
I did, and it works good. There was a game. I was praying when I saw a disc in the car. It's over the hedge, unfortunately. But
I was praying it was Pokemon Box.
I was hoping for Smash Melee, but for all of that, this is a pretty good. She got money that she needed, and I got some stuff that still there's money. Both of us worked out.
Yeah, you can make about. You paid $160. You could probably make $250, $275. Yeah,
this isn't a chase the right price deal, but for around here, and again, I didn't, screw her over in any way. She got money that she needed. I could have, I'm sure, went lower. I know on the first lot, but it was all about building. If I would have maybe kind of got that real cheap, she may not have wanted to sell me maybe the second batch. Right. Or who knows?
I have learned that you do. If somebody realizes you screw them over, they won't resell to you later.
And it's good karma, Getting all that for $30 like maybe Chase would have, I would have probably felt pretty guilty about it. So,
I got one more game to pick up, and mine's just a story because me and my wife, we both love Left 4 Dead. I mean, it's one of our favorite games. And I've been wanting to get the Game of the Year edition. And I actually picked this up last night. It was the last one they had at Walmart for $5. Don't know why it was in the clearance.
I'm surprised they're still carrying, honestly, 360 games.
Yeah.
Are they kind of phasing that out, I guess?
But it was a $5 game, and we just wanted the Game of the Year edition. I thought it was neater on the shelf, even though it's a Platinum Hits. But like I said, after I showed these pickups, I am going to show another Tota stuff. And that's going to be one of my first games, I must say, next year when I can do Be a Vendor. This will be in the lot. Because I have no problem telling you guys right now what I'm going to put in the lot over the next year. And I might do that on some other videos.
So, I did actually, this was another bundle that I had.
So we get
and I don't know where the other one is. I did pick up a copy of, this was a Mercari deal. It was Mario Kart 8, this, and there was also a Wii U charger. It's a Nyko thing that screws in the back of it.
The game bed.
The problem that I had, and that's probably a keep thing. I didn't even know what I want to do with all this stuff. Was $8. So literally the price total
$8 for this, folks.
Well, and then this was included. These are called Pixel Pals, and then there was that charger. They were all loose, but
I wouldn't give you $8 for it because it doesn't say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, I know. The value of this is dropping like a stone.
Because everybody wants it on the Switch.
True, but it's still a great version. But I couldn't pass it up just because I wasn't sure if this was planning on going maybe at we're thinking about getting a vendor table at Mogan, or we are going to get a vendor table.
Oh, we're getting one.
I wanted little things that maybe would, just to kind of show off little tchotchke things. And that Nyko charger, I haven't decided yet. It basically adds double the life of your gamepad. So you can get 4 to 5. Problem is, I got a silicone sleeve that I love because it feels good in my hand and it protects it. That stretches that sleeve to the point of, so you got to take that off, and then that thing's a fingerprint magnet that that gamepad.
I've got a hard cover that protects it from things falling on it.
Is it a Mario themed one?
But I can't. I like leaving mine on the charger because whenever I want to play it, I want it to be charged. And you can't charge it.
Oh, you can't. It doesn't have a cutout?
No.
So those were some little things. But the last, I guess, big thing. So we were talking about using other alternatives to find stuff. So I was on Let Go. I was looking for things, little odds and ends for our table. Like there was a Mario puzzle I saw on Let Go, and then there was a Pac-Man game. And these were all vintage things. Turns out it was the same guy selling it, and his page, when you clicked on his link, just went on, and it never ended. I never got to the end of it. So I contacted him, and he gave me a store address. And I was like, okay, so it's a brick and mortar? And he was like, yeah, I got this vintage store. So it was about, 15 minutes away. I went there a couple days ago, and I picked... solved it. After looking at some other things, the puzzle was missing a piece, so I couldn't buy that. So I picked up this Mario Kart Wii Connect set. This will go on our table. It's, not worth much more than what I paid, but I thought...
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of get the money flowing, and, I think there's a price tag on it. I might want it from Marshall, so it probably didn't even cost that much. But...
I gotta tell you what it says, but yeah.
So
I'm thinking you put it on the table for about 15.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm probably gonna get some type of shelving or something for the back or something. We'll just put it up on a shelf. Somebody will get that.
Yeah, there's a lot of smaller kids there, and they might beg their parents, look, I gotta have that. So I got that. Well, then as I'm literally gonna walk out the store, I was walking around for 30 minutes trying to find something, and then I see Box Systems at the top of the store, and this store is long and tall, and it's just packed with vintage shirts and board games, toys, Star Wars stuff, anything. It's just so random, and everywhere you look, you see something different. So here I see 4 Box Systems. I see a Box N64, a Box Dreamcast, a Sega Master System, and then this one.
I've never even seen a Sega Master System box except for Jason's.
So I didn't have, this was, I had him get it down first, and I was really skeptical. He did say it's missing the AV and the AC pack. But the cool thing is that everything is here. Everything is here, and it's mint. So these were never taken out. This Nintendo is even better, if you can believe it, than the other one. I mean, look. So I guess that's the proper color. That's even better than...
Yes, that's... And you can still see it's a different color.
But it's not... It doesn't have a little tinge to it like the other one. Timmy, can you see anything?
The sticker here has no tear up whatsoever. There's a fingerprint here. It looks like somebody had something on their hand. The other one needs cleaned in there, but this one here does not.
It just looks like it's like it was in a time machine. Every manual,
this is about as close as open box as I could ever say I've seen.
The poster, the manuals, every baggie, every twist tie. So I just ordered an AC pack that goes in this one.
I'll tell you what.
I still need the AV.
Anybody ever gets any hold of any of my boxes, that's the way mine.
Yeah, you're right. That is a dirty fingerprint. But I was ecstatic. So he said the price will be $70 plus tax if you charge it, or $75 cash. So that's what we worked on. I didn't have the cash, so I paid the $70. But I was happy to do it. And then I wasn't 100% sure what it was worth. Price charting's got a value, but when you look on eBay now, this thing's kind of all over the place. And it just depends on the quality of the box. I don't think you could get much better than that. I got to be really careful with this thing because, it's even got the do not. A lot of times this is cut out. It's got the proof of purchase on there. There's the security thing. It's just...
Imagine.
It's unbelievable. So,
better than my box. I started whining to him and crying to him that I kind of wanted to switch that out with mine, trying to work out a price on it. Then I started looking at mine.
Yeah, I think yours is worth more than this.
And I'm like, even though my box isn't in greatest shape, mine was a Christmas pack in... I got the Super Mario World where it says you get a bonus free Mario Kart game with it. And he saw that and he's like, wow.
Yeah, and we couldn't find a whole lot of listings for it. I mean, that thing's rare. I would imagine yours is probably in the 4. I don't know. It's hard to say. Just depends on what day
Yeah,
it is.
because my box ain't even that bad.
But it's just something you don't see. This, I remember seeing at Toys R Us because the game was so popular. That 2-pack-in thing, I've never seen that before.
There was 2 of them. There was one where they packed in Mario Kart, and then there was one where they packed in All-Stars.
And yours is the one with Mario
Kart.
Oh.
Mine is the box that says Mario Kart.
But what's the other game?
Mario All-Stars. They have a sticker on it. It's a sticker that they added to.
Okay. But the games are loose like that, same way?
Yes.
So I wonder how they changed the insert.
There's another spot inside the foam. The foam's different on mine.
Okay. So this, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. It's just such... I have to clear space up there, or this could be a showstopper kind of a thing, a grail thing.
I think it could be a showstopper.
Yeah, this would be maybe to draw some people
Something
in.
I'm even thinking about is it might be worth the $20 to buy a protective case sleeve for it.
You think they even make that?
They do.
Do they really?
I know. I got a guy at work that knows a guy that makes them, so we can actually get it custom made.
Wow. We'll see what
He's actually going to cut me a deal to protect all my boxes.
That would add some value. You'd probably get that money back, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Because that's one thing they wouldn't have to do. So
I
don't know.
I consider this case here a collector's grade case.
Yeah, I mean, grading it takes some hits. It's just because of corners. But honestly, you would even get that at the store. You're going to get that type of, probably.
I call that about a B plus, A minus.
I mean, normally even opening this, you do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have that. So this was great. I sent Mike a picture. He was already in bed, and I woke up to, where did you get that? So I knew it was probably a good thing, but it was hard to sleep. It was like Christmas, where I was just like, how good of a buy was it? Only time will tell, I guess, if I...
Right. And he doesn't realize this, but he goes to bed later than I do normally.
Sometimes, yeah.
I was already asleep. He was up.
But I texted you to go to the store, and he had a rough morning, and he went to bed. He couldn't stay awake. So you actually could have seen that before me. Now, would you have had the cash to get it?
No, not right now. Right now, I am flat broke. My wife, I had to almost beg her to get the $5 game. But he didn't know it, but I was taking shots of my box. Like, hey, if we are going to sell this, let's sell my box. And let me keep this because that's in better shape. And then we started researching what the value of all of them were. And it's like, whoa. Okay, even though my box is a little rougher,
I thought you just had a regular control deck box.
No.
I didn't know it was that special edition.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? You had 2 games in yours? When did they do that? I don't remember that.
It was a Christmas pack-in.
Yeah, that's something that you could probably do a whole video on, right? Like a 10-minute, because it's a rare thing. But we're gonna do an in-depth thing on this store. We won't get into it now, but the store is very cool. Hopefully, the guy we're going to build up a rapport. We're going to promote him, have a little interview maybe with him, and he allowed us to do it.
Yeah, I'm doing this is Thursday now. This Saturday, we're going to go down there because he's already been there. I'm going to film the store, do a nice tour, talk to the owner, maybe on camera. Let you guys check it out, and then I'm going to hope that you guys here locally in St. Louis are going to go to the store, check it out, because it sounds like a really interesting and neat place. Can't wait to go.
Yeah, there's things to buy for, even if you're into toys only. I was looking for more toys tied to video games, but there was a lot of turtle stuff there that, and
I don't have money this week.
But I mean, we were looking up prices on some of it. There was a Turtles pinball. It's just it's one of those things where are you gonna, like, he kept talking me into this. He was like, when are you gonna see it again? I'm I'm like, you're right. I'm just going to get it. You want
to know how long he would have had to talk to me for that?
But it's amazing, and I didn't want to get into how long had it been sitting there. He did tell me where he got it from a friend who fell on hard times, but how many other people went in that store and either almost didn't see it like me because it was too high, I don't know, or passed it over. It's amazing that thing. I just don't normally come across deals that good. So that's usually what you end up doing, is finding something like that.
I'm good at that.
Yeah, you're good at that.
I'm going to teach you my trade.
But I left some things there, and hopefully we're going to pick them up.
Great thing is I get to work all weekend, so maybe next week I can get a little bit of spending money, and I'll go back the following Saturday and buy some stuff.
So yeah, it's check out the video. Hopefully we'll have it up by Monday. And
yeah, like I said, I have to work all weekend, so I'm going to shoot Saturday morning, got a live stream Saturday evening, go to work, come home. Me and April are shooting 3 videos Sunday, because I haven't announced it yet, but we're starting a second YouTube channel. You guys will hear about that coming up next week. And after that, I'll have that edited on Sunday. Then maybe, I'd like to post in the morning, so I'll probably post it on Monday morning. Alright guys, like I said, I'm going to go through the vendor. We are definitely going to do a vendor booth next year, and I'm going to walk you guys through what I'm collecting for the year for vendor-wise, and what I'm getting rid of for vendor-wise, because I don't care. I've got a big enough collection. It just shows you what I don't want.
Well, and downsizing is a big topic right now. Everybody's doing it.
Yes.
I mean, it's something that I want to touch on when I start doing videos.
You just showed me something else. Once I do something, I want to downsize even more than this.
Everybody, I don't care what collector, I bet you all these big name people, they're all talking about it. So Mike's, and he probably can't even tell that he downsized, can you, or can you?
I emptied three little shelves off in all my collection.
I mean, there's a lot there, but just goes to show you how much stuff you have.
Right. All right. This is stuff I had got at a yard sale a while back. These are just a few dance games in Zumba. The guy made me purchase them to get this. Got the Michael Jackson experience.
He made you.
Yeah, he would not sell it separate.
Oh, I see. So he knew you wanted that one, so he guilted you into the whole.
Yes, and basically, I had like 3 or 4 more of these, and I've been pitching them and just flipping the cases out. So honestly, these might not even make it to Mo Game Con. I'm honestly just been using them for spare cases. But what I wanted was this. I paid I think $5 for the whole lot. This were about 10, 15. I saw extra cases, properability. That was what I was looking for. Then I'm gonna sell this, and the funny story behind this is when we got back out of my surgery, my Game Eye app that I use had crashed because my phone had just took a shit. And after I got out of my surgery in April, we had to go back through and get through my entire game library. And my mom was helping me because she was here helping us. So we opened this, and the game was gone. And this is me and April's favorite game to play for Mario Party. And we're like, oh, where the hell is it? We could not find it. And, me and her were still recovering from the surgery, so I kind of forgot about it and everything. Patrick came across this.
Yeah, I got a Wii at a garage sale, which was one of the few good deals that I found all summer.
And he came across it, and I started begging him and told him what had happened to me. And he sold it to me for a decent price. And then when I was cleaning up, getting ready for the game room tour, I was moving around the black Wii I have in my front room, and it wasn't plugged in. And I looked at my wife like, seriously, you're the one checking in here. So I plug it in, hit the eject button, and what comes out? My Mario Party 8 disc. So, I got my original back. So I'm going to sell the one that he sold me next year at GameCon. So even though it doesn't have a manual, it's great for somebody. Yeah. Somebody will pick it up.
Yeah, we'll price this stuff right. We're pricing things to move.
I don't want to bring stuff home. Not much.
Now, this one, that sealed one.
I'll show that in a minute. I got Tecmo Bowl here. Bought this at the flea market. It wasn't on my Game Eye app. It was probably something we missed in the you know, trying to recreate the app.
I think I was there that day you bought that.
Yes, and I get home, and it actually wasn't until I was cleaning for the game room tour, because I'm bad at this. I'll buy and buy and buy and just have a huge stack, and they're like, oh, I need to put this stuff up where it goes. And I keep all my stuff in alphabetical order. So I'm over there, and I'm like, Tecmobile. Well, I'll be goddamn. There's Tecmobile. And I looked at my phone. It was only in there once, so that means that it was in there the time that I put it in when I bought this. So I looked at it, and I was like, okay, well, I'll sell this at GameCon next year. It's about a $10 game. I might put about 5 or 6 just to get rid of it. Then, like I told him, I'm just going through things, and I know you've seen some of this stuff earlier, and you're like, what the?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Metroid Prime 3.
Yeah, that's a
This
seller.
is a mint copy. I mean, it's really good. I don't need it. I had Metroid Prime Trilogy. There's no reason to keep this game. So I had the limited edition one too. So then I'm getting rid of a lot of PS3 games. I'm trying to get rid of games I either don't play or I want them on the 360. I play my 360.
So the only ones you're keeping are the exclusive
games or something specific.
Like the Motor Storms that I want to get from you, but that I can't find.
But I got Crisis 3 I'm getting rid of. It's a cheap game. Bulletstorm Limited Edition. I know you have it down there.
I just got the flea market for them.
Brink, and I do have a strategy guide somewhere for this. I picked this up for $1.
So you're going to bundle it with...
Yeah, I'm going to shrink wrap it so somebody can... I'll get more back into PS3. I'm just kind of picking them up as I go. Resident Evil 0, I have an extra. I was going to collect the Player's Choice Edition, but then I realized I found out that there's a 3-pack in a box set of Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil, and Resident Evil 4. It's called the 10th Anniversary Edition. Mm-hmm. That's where these came out of. That's where you got the Player's Choice.
So they were in a box?
They were in a box.
Like a cardboard sleeve?
Yes. So to me, now this means nothing to me. I must have that box. So I'm trying to find that box, and it's a $130 box. I'll gladly pay it.
Yeah, your printing skills, you might have to step up.
This is the limited edition Ultimate Spider-Man for the PS2. I picked this up at Game Trader 2 when they were going out of business on like a 60 or 70% off day. Got it super cheap. Got home and was like, oh, that's still good in the collection. Then I realized it's on the GameCube. And then my rule of thumb is I only want it for one system. So it doesn't have the sleeve. So that is money off because there's a sleeve that goes over it.
It wasn't like a steel thing?
No, it's like a plastic see-through sleeve with some other writing and stuff. But it's here and it's a good game. So I'm looking, I'll probably move it for like $10, $12. Speaking that it keeps the value. Now I know you were looking at this game earlier. This is Blur. It's a really good racing game I heard about from Metal Jesus. I'm only getting rid of this, and I will clean up the case because I want it on 360 because I play my 360. Honestly, folks, my PS3, I might have spent 4 hours playing it. And I've got a nice PS3, a nice complete box set. Bionic Commando, this is actually a really fun game. I really like this game. But, again, it's a 360 title. I'm going to get it on that. You see, I picked up at V-Stock on a
V-Stock.
2-for-1 day. But I really love the classic game on the NES. It's in my top 10 list. I got Sonic the Hedgehog. I ain't going to say nothing about that game. I'm just going to collect it because it's Sonic. Not a great game. Now, here's a heavy hitter.
Now, is that a first-person shooter? Or a first-person title?
It's a first-person title, but it's more like a survival horror game.
I've heard that on the Metal Jesus, one of those...
this is a
hidden gem?
This is a hidden gem. This is an awesome game. I have played this before in somebody else's house, but I've never played it on my PS3. I'm only getting rid of it so I can get it on the 360, because I don't want it on both systems. So, yeah. This is about a $30 game, and as you see... I did not snag it for $30. They were sleeping at a store that usually doesn't sleep.
Really? You caught him slipping.
Now I told him about this game
he's
here.
He's got a few in here that I'm really eyeing.
This might end up going over here.
Well, we'll see.
This is a great game, folks. If you've never played this played this before, it's a great beat 'em up. It's called Lollipop Chainsaw. I played through this several times on the 360. I bought it on the PS3 because I love it, and he'd probably shoot me if he found out how much I really paid for it. But
you remember where you got it or not?
I got it in the basement.
Oh, so you definitely caught her sleeping, right?
Got it in a basement, and it was in a big bundle deal with a bunch of like 80 other games. I paid $400 for 80 games.
Is that good? I don't even know what that is.
That's good.
About $5 a game or less.
And some of them were really high dollar titles. But this is a great game. You guys got to try this game out. I adore this. Next up, the game itself, I know a lot of people don't like it, and I kind of think it's a fun game. I played it on the 360 before, but this is Duke Nukem Forever, and this is the exclusive Target Pack, which still has the 3D glasses in it, and it has the 3D poster that you only got from the Target one. Now, people are starting to pay up for this version. And it's a good deal, and I got it at Slackers, and they were slipping again. And I only bought it because it was the Target exclusive. They had a price like it was the regular. Next up is Midnight Club Los Angeles, the Complete Edition. This is supposed to be a really good Midnight Club. It's supposed to be the best one ever. I might pick it up on the 360, I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan of the Midnight Club series. I did try it. It's alright. Turok. Turok, this is an interesting Turok game. A lot of people don't like it. I did. But it's just a game I want to get on the 360. Next up, we have Eat Lead, folks. This game here, I haven't played it, but I've watched people play it online. It is hilarious. It is action-packed. And oh my God, is it just interesting.
It looks like a Bruce Campbell kind of a
thing.
thing.
It's funny. It's called Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard. And the funny thing is, it features the voices of Will Arnett and Neil Patrick Harris. But, I mean, this game is awesome. You would have to check that game out.
Yeah, I will. Interesting.
And a lot of this was stuff I picked up last year before I started showing pickup videos. Injustice, God Among Us. Great. It's a great fighter game. I'm going to look and getting it for the 360 though. Infamous 2, just a game I just never got out to play, so I'm just going to get rid of it. More 360 stuff, yep. Again, Overlord 2, just another 360. And I will make sure all the stickers and everything are cleaned up before next year. I do remember this game buying this. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. I only paid $1 for it. And it is a blast. I like playing as the Joker and different things like that.
It's not as good as 10, though, right?
No. It's a crossover. I like playing as the different DC people. Then here's a sealed copy of The Evil Within. I mean, I bought it. I don't remember. It wasn't $6. I bought it at some yard sale or somewhere.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I want to get it on the 360. Now here's 2 sealed PS4 games that I'm gonna have out next year. I know they're not high dollar titles. And Burnout Paradise Remastered, you probably should have brick. I actually got this on Black Friday for $5.
Which probably even now isn't worth much more, but
somebody next year can score a good game for cheap. I've got it on the Xbox One, and that's the system I tend to play. And I bought this Dead Rising 4, Frank's big package, and I thought, oh, well, I need this, right? I got home and realized I already had it. So this is just a duplicate that I'm going to be throwing out on the table. I might take the $19.99 sticker off. I might not. I might leave it and try to sell it for $19.99. Next up, I went through and really tore through the Wii games. And you already saw the Metroid Prime. There's a couple other heavy hitters in here. But E-Bits, I didn't pay much for it. Cars, Toon Mater, 2 different bowling games. Some of these are just, cheap shuffleware games. Nothing big to talk about. But there are a few titles in here. As I drop them, trying to pick them up. Like I said, more shuffleware. 2 more shuffleware games. Then we get into 2 good games. I have a complete Bomberman land that I'm going to clean the stickers off and everything. You guys will get it in nice shape. So that's a nice game. And then I have a Zelda Skyward Sword. It's got a little bit of mess up on the artwork. I don't know what happened to it. But it's complete. It's got the manual, both discs, even the soundtrack, which is actually,
Was that the price that they had?
That's not a price. That's just saying Half Price Books had it. I got it at Half Price Books for about $6.
Wow.
They had it for $12.99. I had a 50% off coupon.
And there's people that think that's one of the weaker ones in the series, and there's people that love it. But I think that'll sell very well.
Not a problem. Next up, I'm going to make a pile up here. Got cheap shuffleware, Mummy Returns. Not a bad jet ski game. Jet X 2.0. It's not bad, but it wasn't that fun for me. Now these are some heavy hitters, I think. Activision Anthology.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm only selling this just because I don't need it. I got this on all these Atari games on other things, so there's no point in me keeping this. And the interesting thing is on it, it's got a cool soundtrack here. It says Hit 80 soundtrack. It's got a great soundtrack on it. It's a great disc. It's flawless. Came from Retro Rec Room, which I hate getting rid of stuff from them because they're gone, but I also don't need it. Now here you go. Somebody's going to find a gem next year. The first 4 Burnout games.
So you're going to sell them together or separate? Or
I don't know what I'll sell them. I'm probably end up selling them separate, but I have Burnout on every system. I love Burnout. It's my favorite racing series. So I'm just trying to downsize, not have so much stuff, trying to make more room on the shelf for future stuff. Then we have, I showed you this earlier, Portal I'm having trouble saying it.
Portal Runner.
Portal Runner. No, why I'm having to say it, but it's a 3DO game, and you thought that was interesting.
Yeah, just because that would have been way past. So they must have, if they ported it or remade, I don't know. I can't imagine this. 3DO was the years, I can't remember, but it would have been way before the PS2, I think.
Then I got Iron Man, that was a common game back then. Getting rid of it. Smuggler's Run. This is actually a really, really fun game. Stuntman, it's fun to start out, and then it gets so hard, it just pisses you off.
You just rage quit.
Yep. That's exactly what I did. Transformers the game. Treasure Planet, not much to say there. I actually really like that Disney movie, so that's probably why I have that so long.
Yeah, I remember watching it a few times. My kids liked it.
Super Bust-A-Move. Like I said, I'll clean all the stickers off later. Now here's the last game I got down here, and it's a pricey one. The RPG Forever Kingdom. It's about a $40 game. So, yeah.
And where'd you get that one?
I got this from Retro Rec Room, and I did not pay $40 for it. I got into it, and I just don't have the time to play it. I know I'm not going to get into it.
Who makes this?
Might turn over. I don't know.
Age Tech. I don't know. I thought it was maybe like Xseed or something. I've never heard of Age Tech.
But it's an interesting RPG. It's just, if I'm going to get my PS2 out to play an RPG, honestly, I'm going to play Dark Cloud.
Yeah, you got quite a stack that's gonna it's gonna be promising to sell all this.
I'm looking forward.
I mean, obviously all this might not move, but a lot of it will, I think.
Oh yeah,
and we're not gonna be like we're gonna be pricing this stuff right. Mike knows what he's doing. He's gonna help me out. He's gonna help me out with pricing some of the stuff that I picked up. So there is always eBay and there's flea markets if things don't sell, but I think we'll do okay. I really do.
And, you guys all know this on my channel before that I've told you. I used to set up at flea markets. I used to set up at different locations doing this, doing that. So I'm really good with what I've done, the vendor stuff plenty of times. I know you haven't.
No, I haven't. I'm mainly an online sale guy, and it's you'll know what to do. And we've saw prices already I've seen them for 3 cons, so I know at least.
And by the time we get to Mo Game Con, I will already have been to Midwest Gaming Classic, and now we've changed our plans. And I know a certain YouTuber is going to be excited about this. We are not going to go to Retropalooza next year. We have changed our plans. We are now going to take the trip to Philadelphia and go to Too Many Games. So I will get in contact with a YouTuber that I'm going to want to meet next year, and I'm going to want to go and tour his game room myself. So,
yeah, it's going to be a blast. I can't wait to be on the other end of the table.
And who knows what I'm going to find at these 2 cons to sell.
Yeah, we got a long way to go. I'm about, I've hit things hard, and even including this stuff. I've got a pile already. Probably not quite as nice as what you've got, but I got a more eclectic things, and we're going to have some cheap bins, and that kind of stuff helps out. Tony could tell you that. When you got a free bin, it helps, and then you build a rapport, and then somebody's probably going to end up buying it. They're not just going to take a bunch of crap and then walk away. We're going to do this right. And
I would.
Well, I started to, and then I bought some things. But we're going to have a great table. I cannot wait. I wish it wasn't a year away. But right now, I mean, with the winter coming up and things like that, I'm going to slow down, whereas then Mike's going to pick up. So I'm already kind of, if I pick up things, they're going to be small things that I know that I can turn and make a little bit, but I won't have a ton of big things after this.
No, don't look at me. As soon as I can hear by I'd say about mid-October, end of October, you guys are going to start seeing pickup videos pumping out. I know how to hit it hard. I'm hoping that the city of Troy does what they did last year. You guys go back and see that video. I spent $600 at a citywide yard sale and made $2,500 and kept over half of the stuff.
Yeah, I remember that day. My phone was blowing up, and you had said, "Come on out here," and I said, "Well, you cleaned it all out," and you said, "Yeah, you're right, I did."
Yeah, because I hit everything I found. I still had $100 left when we went home. And everything I found that day, I found in the first hour and a half. But we stayed and hunted through all those yard sales for 5 more hours and did not buy one more thing. That pissed me off.
Yeah, but you hit gold there for a while.
Yeah. I know that one guy, when he got back home, his girlfriend left me his number to contact him. His answer was a 2-word answer that was... Because he goes, I have more stuff to sell. Then when he realized what he'd done, he wasn't happy. So, this is, like I said, pickup and a little bit of downsizing. So you guys see what I plan on doing next year.
And everybody's doing that. So, we already talked about that. It's common. I don't have much, and I'm even thinking about it. Just because, like you said, especially if you beat a game, how special is it? But
I'm actually debating on the N64s are so hard to get the boxes. I'm actually debating on selling my N64 boxes next year.
You could make a lot of money.
So
at the con, if you put all them boxes out there, 1/3 of my collection is boxed. So that's something you're gonna have to. You got a year to struggle with, but
it's a big struggle because there's certain boxes that I'm like.
And you did spend. You actually pursued that for a while.
I pursued it for a good 7-8 months.
Trading games, you were going crazy there for a while. Remember that Jason had a bunch? You were going up there.
he was cutting me deal after deal.
Oh,
after
I know.
deal after
But I
deal.
mean, you were getting them in massive lots, and I was like, dang. But it was, the only thing I was happy about was it wasn't anything that I needed. Because I was like, dang. So I'm like, well, good for you, Mike. But anyway, and I want to thank Mike for, this is the first time we've ever filmed here in my game room, and things will change in here. This color was a transition color from as my kids got older, and then the room turned into what it is now, which my wife does not like. She thinks I have too many rooms in the basement, and I told her she could have the office, but she has to clean it up and redo it, because that's what, when I take one over, I spend the time and I redo everything. So anyway, so this is going to transition one more time, at least the color.
Give me about 2 or 3 years, then bring her to my house when I get a house.
Yeah.
I've already cleaned 5 rooms in a new house that we will have in about 2 or 3 years when we get a house.
Yeah, you probably have a theme going on where, I had 3 rooms and now it's down to 2. And
you can ask my wife. This is crazy. Okay? I had already said this before Joel released his video. I had already said I wanted a Nintendo, an Xbox, and I was going to paint the back of the collars and everything. And then I sit there and watch his video where he's like, yeah, the Nintendo room's red.
Yeah.
I'm going, thanks. Take my idea.
That was pretty awesome. I mean,
I'm not going to have that quality, but I plan on having a section for each room.
So, this is the first time filming it. It's a large room, but it's different than Mike's room. And that's kind of how we complement each other. We have different likes and dislikes and different opinions and different views. And but it all kind of comes together, and we have a love of games.
Maybe upcoming, what me and him need to do would be a good night or good. We'd have to do it in the evening sometime, but I think an upcoming video. I haven't even talked about it. I haven't even said to the team this to me live on camera, but would be a good live Q&A podcast where you guys come in and ask us questions, and then you hear the different opinions. Because honestly, this is a Sega man. He loves Sega. And I'm going to tell you, I'm almost like Nintendo.
But again, I am a Nintendo guy, but my roots started different than yours.
Yes.
My love of Nintendo started with the DS, believe it or not.
And the strange thing is...
And then went and carried over to the Wii. So we have different paths.
Here's the strange thing. He loves the Wii. Me?
Yeah, I do. Because it was a system with my kids, and I embraced it. I had the hidden gems. I had all the good ones.
I actually love the NES. I love the SNES, the GameCube, the 64. I hate the Wii and the Wii U.
And I love the Wii U.
Then the Switch came out. My God, he needs a Switch.
But and I may start a series. I always want to do a series called Gaming Confessions, where I come clean on some things, and maybe, I thought about that might turn some people off. You tell some people, hey, I'm not into this, or I've never played such and such a game, and here's my reason for it. It could be something that people go, oh my God, you should never even...
Hey, I've said it millions of times on my channel. I don't play Pokemon.
Well, I'm not ashamed to say that, but there's also some games that in certain circles, you just don't say, I've never played that game. And I'm
never
prepared.
Played Grand Theft Auto.
I see, but you are missing out. You are missing out.
I bought Grand Theft Auto 3.
5 is the one you have to have.
And I played it, and I was like, I did not find it fun.
Right. 5 is where it hooked me. That's my desert. It's my desert island game.
Here's the sad thing. I just sold 4 copies of it this spring.
It's a great game.
I sold everything Grand Theft Auto I had.
But there's a lot of games that I don't even want to say out loud at this moment that I don't own or have never played, because, again, in certain circles, it's just sacrilege. But I thought about that would be a topic that maybe I would cover. Just some gaming confessions. I'm being honest, and you don't like it, I'm sorry. Then unsubscribe or thumbs down me. But
hey, people like that honesty. I know you worry about that sometimes, but you know what? People love that.
Well, but everybody's got different paths with their games, and their experiences when they were younger had kind of shaped these things. And for whatever reason, there's just certain things, I jumped over and skipped over. But I just want to thank Mike for coming over and the first time shoot here, and I hope it turns out good. The orange room, my wife calls it the pumpkin room. its days are numbered, but you'll see as maybe I do some videos, it'll change and look a lot better.
Yeah, we'll continue to shoot here occasionally and do different videos.
Yeah, I had a lot more stuff this time, so it just made sense for Mike to come here for me.
I didn't want to
well,
that Super
yeah,
Nintendo
I don't want to
box.
lug this around. It's just too fragile. So I'm glad.
My stuff has been thrown and done, and who knows what with, so I'm not that worried about it.
But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed it, and we'll have more. We're thinking about doing maybe a monthly thing. I may not be picking up as much, but he may. So we'll see. And it could be much shorter, maybe 10, 15-minute pickup video or something like that.
Right. I mean, we've got other stuff planned. You're going to see Foofan48 a lot more.
The videos will come. It could be more closer to the holidays when I have time to... I still got to figure out... Like right now, we're using natural lighting. But that's going to... Depending on the day, this video would have been a little harder and might not have looked the way that it looks. So I have to get a few things. Lapel mics and probably get a light box. And he told me that my tripod mount was not going to work with my phone. So I'm not there yet. I've got the ideas. I'm not there yet. And as you can see, I've been spending money on a lot of other stuff. So it will happen. Michael helped me out and we'll get it going.
Oh yeah. We will definitely get it going. And when we do, you guys...
And the channels will be different. It'll be a little bit different take on some things. These chairs are probably going to be one of the first few videos. There's an interesting story behind these chairs, and people maybe never even seen these. But this is a whole video in itself. And but again, thanks for coming over. And
I really got to find me one of these.
Yes, this was I think a birthday or a Father's Day from the kids, but it complements well.
I could do so much with that in a video. I don't know why, but I'd reach over and go, we have a one-up for you, folks.
Yeah, well, I love those videos are gone. Yeah, the retro rec room, or not the rec room, but the VGM.
I have other things I could do that with. Trust me. I'm all the time throwing little things at the end of a video to try to pizzazz things. So, all right. Anyways, I don't want to keep rambling and keeping you folks on. So, let's cut to the chase. Thank you for watching Retro Mikey 78 with Foofan48, and I want to thank him for letting me come over here and do this. It was fun. Like always, shoot me a like, a subscribe, Facebook link, Twitter link. I post on there all the time. Post up some new stuff that's coming up here soon. I even got a really big surprise coming out next weekend. You guys are all might be excited to check out. So, yeah, and then I always wait for the end of the video because you guys at the end only deserve this. $20 digital code giveaway. The winner gets to pick between Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. You win. I'll tell you about it. You tell me what system you want. I'll send you the digital code. It's as simple as that. Enter in. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.